Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua Barakatham, Brother Yara from the Son of David. Doing a quick breakdown before camp about the new moon. The controversy of the new moon. So there's been a lot of brothers in my camp saying, a lot of brothers been asking about which new moon y'all keeping. It's a lot, it's a lot of uncertainty in Israel. Let's say that. So there's certain things in Israel, we all think, man, we got the 100% truth, or we got, our doctrine is flawless. And in Israel, you have the dark moon, the sliver, and of course the new moon. I say the new moon. So the full moon is my new moon. Breakdown. Not that I'm judging anybody. I used to judge people about their moons, but in the spirit of Colossians 2:16, I pretty much, whatever new moon a brother keep. But let's get an understanding of which moon we keep. And the funny thing about Israel, all of Israel, we use the same scriptures to justify all of our moons, and we all have different understandings. But we're going to get into these scriptures. Let's bring out, share my screen for a minute. How do I share my screen? What do we want to share? Let's bring out Colossians 2:16 first. Bring out Colossians 2:16. And it reads, let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or of the Sabbath days. So there you go. Let no man judge you over your moon. And this is very, very important, seeing that we got a controversy where we got 3 different moons that brothers follow. And the understanding of why the moon, I should have pulled up some of these precepts. All right, let's start pulling up the reason why I keep the new moon. Let's start at the beginning. Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. And the Most High said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from night. And let there be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. So this right here is telling you that these great lights, these lights, they got reasons. We use these for signs. That's how we determine our feast days. When the years pass, the days, the months, it's all determined by the moons. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And the Most High made 2 great lights. And that's the part. I'm gonna stop right there. And this is the part. This is not why I changed my moon. Because when I first came into the truth, I think for the first 2 months, I kept the dark moon. Because once I started learning about camps, maybe like a couple of weeks into the truth. And I saw all the camps was keeping the dark moon. Now, this is not the scripture that made me change my moon. I think maybe my 3rd month in the truth, I switched from the dark moon to the full moon. And I didn't pull up the precept that made me change it. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. Let's get the book of Daniel. This is what made me change my moon. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7. You got to remember, I was a babe in the truth at the time. So, I didn't have too much knowledge. But when I read things, it was like I saw them vividly. So when I read Daniel 7:25, it's crazy. It took me 3 months to read it. When I read Daniel 7:25, and he should speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times. That's the part. When I read that, and think to change times. I don't know. Now I look at it today and I'm like, how did that make me change my moon? But this is what made me change my moon. Because I figured, he changed the moons. And think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. Okay. So that is the precept that made me. Where did I do my string out? This is the precept that made me change my moon. Then when I go back to Genesis 1 and I say it's supposed to be a great light, then I did research. Did Esau change the moon? Yeah. Let me see if I can find an article showing you this. So I don't know what this is going to say. All this is coming off the spirit. Let's see what we got. I'm not even going to get into it. All right, because they got a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what none of them say. I'm not going to open none of them up. But anyway, let's just stick it in the scriptural space. So Daniel 7:25, he ought to change times custom. So most of our elders, they keep either the dark moon or the sliver. Why? Because when they was part of the Jewish community and was learning under them, that's what they kept. But the Most High said they was going to change it. So if the Jewish community kept the sliver or the dark moon, that's already all. Not that I'm judging brothers on it. So that's the thing. I used to judge brothers on it. Be like, hey, brother, you got to have better understanding than that. Nah, I understand. It's not really to judge brothers. So just to show why I keep the moon, So I should have pulled up this precept. This is the main reason. And to me, this is the nail in the coffin about the new moon. I believe that's Luke. Let me pull up this precept. Because we all know about the Sirach 43 and 6. You know, people who got the dark moon, they use that to prove the dark moon. Or if you keep the sliver, you're going to use the same precept. Who used this precept? Luke 23, I think it's verse 44. Because I really don't defend this too much no more. Like, this is when I first came into the truth. I first came into the truth. I was notorious about debating. Always wanted to debate. Always wanted to debate. Wanted to contend for the truth. Now I don't really debate too much anymore. I debate online, but not as much. I try to do more educating than debating. It's not really about trying to prove my brother wrong. If my brother trying his best to keep the law, statute, and commandments, I'm gonna commend him. That's Judges 5 and 11. He that are delivered from archers shall rehearse the righteous acts. Paraphrasing. Let's get into it. So let me share my screen. Present. And I had already changed my moon by the time I realized this. Let me see. Share screen. Share screen. I'm gonna get this loop. And it was about the 6th hour, and there was darkness all over the earth until the 9th hour. Let's go up something to the context, let brothers know what's going on. So what we're talking about here, we're gonna start at verse 39. And one of the malefactors, which would hang, railed on him, saying, if thou beest the Hamashiach, save thyself and us. But the other answering rebuked him, saying, doest not thy fear the Most High, seeing thou art in the same condemnation, and we indeed justly, for we receive the due rewards of our deeds. But this man have done nothing amiss. And he said unto Yahushua, Adonai, remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom. And Yahweh Shah said unto him, verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. And it was about the 6th hour, and there was a darkness over all the earth until the 9th hour. So what is this? A darkness for 3 hours. This is this is a solar eclipse. When do a solar eclipse take place? How can you have a solar eclipse? What is the moon cycle for a solar eclipse to take place? Let's find that question. Let's pose that question. Let's find out. What moon cycle must be present for a solar eclipse? Let's see. Let's see what they say. What moon cycle must be present for a solar eclipse? Let's get it. Let's see. Eclipse. The moon and eclipse sign. Well, I don't want to trust NASA. You don't even want to trust NASA. Let's get in Wikipedia. Let's see. Do I want to trust NASA? What is it? So as you see, I'm doing everything on the spirit. You know, me and my brother, one of my brothers brought it to my attention yesterday during a conversation. Yeah. I said, excuse me. Yeah, let's not do NASA. Let's go back. Let's see what Wikipedia say. And these things brothers can just do. Eclipse may occur repeatedly, separate by certain intervals of times. These intervals are called eclipse cycles. We asked a specific question. What moon cycle? Eclipse may occur when Earth and the moon are aligned with the sun, and the shadow of one body projected by the sun falls on another. So at new moon, it's Esau. Esau new moon is what? The dark moon. At new moon, when the moon is in conjunction with the sun, the moon may pass in front of the sun as viewed from a narrow region of the surface of Earth, causing a solar eclipse. At full moon, when the moon is in opposition of the sun, the moon may pass through the shadow of the Earth, and a lunar eclipse is visible. So a lunar eclipse only happens on the full moon cycle. When the moon is full, you're going to get a lunar eclipse. So if Yahweh Shah was being killed and there was a solar eclipse, it had to be the new moon, which in Esau language is the dark moon. So when you go back to what was that? Luke. Share screen again. Stop. Let's get another one. Let's go back to Luke. See, the death of the Hamashiach, it seals it for me. And it was about the 6th hour. So there definitely wasn't a lunar eclipse at the 6th hour. And there was darkness over all the earth. It should have been daylight until the 9th hour. And the sun was darkened, proving it was a solar eclipse, not a lunar eclipse. And the veil of the temple was rent in the midst. So that's my I got you moment. You can't say a solar eclipse ever happened on a sliver cycle. You can't never say a solar eclipse happened on a full moon cycle. Now, Passover is around the 14th, 2 weeks into the week, and there was 2 weeks into the month, and it was a dark moon cycle. 14 days prior had to be a full moon. So the two great light theory makes perfect sense. And then brothers will tell you what Philo said, and brothers are coming. I mean, brothers will tell you everything. But like I said, I don't judge brothers. So let's go back to Colossians. And this is the reason why I don't judge brothers. Let's go back to Colossians. Because we are told here in Colossians 2 and 6. To what? Let no man therefore judge you. So if no man can judge me, then I shouldn't be judging no man. In drink, or in respect of in holy day, or in new moon, or on the Sabbath day. Come. Another reason why, going back to that, so I got 1,000 precepts we can bring out about these new moons. Let's bring out some of these precepts before we get ready for camp. We do need to head out pretty soon. Let's start bringing out some of these precepts. What we should remember about camp, not about camp, but about the new moon is certain things. We should remember. Let's bring them out. Now these precepts I pulled up. The moments I don't know why I didn't pull them up. I had to type them in. Took a little bit of time. Shit. These I have pulled up. These are the ones we should remember. Daniel, Genesis. Let's get this Isaiah 60. Computer dying. Let's get this Isaiah. Isaiah 60 and what do we want? No, I want the other Isaiah. I want Isaiah 66. Bear with me. Sorry about that. Isaiah 66. How do I stop sharing this? Let's go back to StreamYard. Let's share Isaiah 66. Share screen. I know I put Isaiah 66. Maybe I didn't. Isaiah 60. Yeah, we didn't pull up Isaiah 66. Bear with me. All right, let's just grab Isaiah 66 real quick. Open up another chapter. Isaiah 66:23. Bear with me, my computer moving slow. What's that? I mean, we all should know this precept. These are things we should hold on to about the new moon. We contend for everything else. Let's contend to do what's commanded. Isaiah, what's that? I think that's verse 23. Isaiah 66:23. All right, let's bring that up. Share screen. My computer moving slow, so bear with me. Share screen. Isaiah 66. Share. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come and worship before me, says the Most High. So instead of fight, because I know a lot of brothers, they they hold on this moon and they hold on that moon and they always ready to contend, but they don't even keep the new moon. Why are you fighting for something you don't keep? I know brothers teaching that do not keep. Some, maybe some brothers see it, maybe convict them and say, you know what? Maybe I need to start keeping the new moon. Why are you debating about something you don't even keep? Why are you arguing about something you don't honor? And it doesn't make one camp better than the next camp because they honor something. We all fall short of the glory. But if it convicts you, let it convict you. If you know you're not keeping the new moon, but you call yourself an Israelite, start keeping it. Especially if you out there debating about it. Every new moon, should the congregation gather itself together and honor that. What's that? Samuel? I think I bought that. I think I pulled that scripture up. Let's go. Stop sharing screen. Let's share another one. I believe I brought that up. If not, we'll pull that scripture. Did we pull up that? There we go. Here we go. These are the scriptures that actually, let me get this Psalms 81:3 before I pull that. Let me get that Psalms 81:3. It says, blow up the trumpet in the new moon and in the time appointed of our solemn feast. So the moon is a solemn feast. Brothers out here debating or trying to put to shame another Israelite, which is another law. You're not supposed to put a brother to shame. Like, I'm not trying to tell nobody. I used to do that. I used to burst brothers and say, man, how could you say the sliver is, and it says a great light? But that just goes to prove to show all of Israel, we transgressed the law. I can't think myself because I may obtain a portion that you haven't attained doesn't make me no better. Nor does it mean I'm correct. I could be 100% wrong. But I believe that everyone got that faith. Man, the man that followed the sliver, his faith is, man, I got it. The man who followed the dark moon, his faith is going to be, I got it. Just be open for correction. Let me bring up that Samuel real quick. Stop sharing. Present another precept. Share screen. I know I saw that Samuel. I brought that up. Shoot, let's pass that Amos. Let's grab that Amos because let me grab that Samuel. I can call it. Let's see what it says. And David said unto Jonathan, behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I should not fail to sit with the king at meat. But let me go, that I may hide myself in the fields until the third day at even. Because even David knew this is a mandatory thing. Brothers, I can't but tell you, I look forward to all feast days. I love gathering with brothers. My best time, my best days are gathering with my brothers. New moon, I look forward to them every month. I look forward to the Sabbath. I look forward to gathering with other Israelites. So if I'm looking forward to gather, why is I'm debating and being argumentative? That's something in Israel we gotta work on ourselves. We still got a lot of this world, this me, I'm important. Yeah, like enjoy your brother's company. These brothers are out here. They've been convicted by the word, just as you've been convicted by the word, and they trying their best to change their lives and serve the Most High. So I don't argue over the new moon. It's a controversy in Israel. We need to let that go. Let's bring up another precept. what was it I was thinking about? Present, share screen. Let me see. We brought out that Daniel. We showed even in Esau telling you. We brought out the Genesis, bring out Judges 5 and 11. Let's bring out that Judges 5. I know that's Judges 5 and 11. I wouldn't. So it says, they that are delivered from the noise of archers. The noise of archers, because the arrow, what noise do arrows make? Maybe. These archers are not your average bow and arrows. These archers are those nukes. In the place of drawing water, who draws water? Slaves. They that are delivered from the noise of archers, those who don't escape those bombs, in the places of drawing water, in the land of their captivity, there shall they rehearse. Nah, they're going to perfect it. They rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitant of his villages in Israel. Meaning what? You want to treat your brother the way the Most High said. Going back to Colossians 2:16. Therefore, let no man judge you in respect. We got to keep all these things in mind. Then shall the people of the Most High go down to the gates. That's when we're going to get back into the kingdom. We got to stop judging each other. We got to hear every word. We got to be like, when I read a precept, another precept is always linking onto it like, hey, this also talking about this and talking about. That's how you get understanding. You can't read one thing and say, oh, you got to link these things together. All right. So let's see. Do we got any more precepts we need to bring out? That I plan on bringing out. I know it's getting closer time to start getting prepared. Let's see what else we got on here. So this is a controversy in Israel. I hope Israel hearken to this. Like, stop fighting your brother. Stop trying to beat your brother down. Oh man, nobody. Who have you seen? Well, because I got brothers in Ohio. They not that strong in the truth. Shout out to my brothers of Jeremiah, Moses, and all y'all up there. They looking to be sons of David in Ohio. And those brothers, yeah. Sometimes you can overthrow a brother. Everybody's not strongly rooted in this truth. Galatians, this is a perfect precept for what I'm talking about. Let's start at verse 14. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed, ye be not consumed one another. This I say, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Because the lust of the flesh, you want to be dominant over your brother. Oh man, I know more than you. Nah. We got to end that. We got to end in Israel. That going back. Let's go back. Let's stop this. Let's go back. Judges. Let's go back to Judges. Let's get the understanding. That's why we got to end all this superiority. Better. You're not better than your brother. We all sinners. I consider myself a man of the Lord, and I tell my brothers every day I sin. You know how easy it is to eat and forget and many people around here tell you, hey, y'all raise a stickler for after you eat, and I still fall short. I may give thanks after I ate. Yeah, and that's the law. That's Deuteronomy 8 and 10. Deuteronomy 6 and 12. After thou hast eaten and had thy full, then thou shalt praise the Lord. Yeah, that's a law. Let's go back to that Judges. It's easy to fall. So it's not for us to make ourselves higher than another man. We all striving for clean hands. They that are delivered from the noise of archers, in the place of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, of the Most High, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his village, of these his people. This is of Israel. What is that? What is that act? To love thy brother as thyself. You can't be tearing them down. And brothers probably say, I ain't tearing them. No, brothers. Everybody not strong in this truth. You got some, what's that? Let's grab that. I should have. Romans 15. The strong must bear the iniquities of the let's grab it. Because I probably that's what I'm trying to quote it. I can't quote no more. Let's get that. Romans. Is that Romans 15? Yeah, that's Romans 15. Romans 15 and 1. Let's remove this one. Let's present this one. Stop sharing screen. Present. Yeah, I'm not computer savvy or nothing that. I'm old school. I'm older than I look. Share screen. Which one we want? The one we just pulled up, Romans 15. So all you brothers, you got all this knowledge and you got that spirit on you. Because it's a spirit that make a brother go and research things. Remember this. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good edification. Man, that's playing upon tables. That is playing upon tables. You got that spirit on you, that's great. You want to do all the research? Great. I love it. The reason why everyone who knows me will tell you, hey, this man love his elders. Why do I love my elders? Because they didn't have the internet. Why do I love the elders? Because they didn't have all the tools that we have. They believed in the Most High, just as Abraham, or faith. And they went and they researched. And they found, and they may not have found everything correctly. It said, the Bible said knowledge was going to be increased. Daniel 12 and 4. Ezekiel 47 tell you the water's going to increase. When first it started off at the ankles and turn around and it's at the knees. And next thing you know, the water's hip high. We got to keep all the counts in our mind. If you're doing all the research, then you know these things. You know these scriptures. You probably can quote them. You don't need, no, you a researcher. You got that spirit on you. Remember, Galatians 5, 14 through 16. Remember Romans 15. And yeah, I have brothers all this. I can go through my messages. My brothers in Ohio. I got some brothers. They all, hey, brother, you all right? Man, I'm not sure. I saw a video and they said that the sliver is the correct moon. And, brother, like those brothers are easily thrown to the wind on something that you can't prove to be true. And if we were to break it down, I would tell you wholeheartedly how you believe in, I don't care if it's the dark moon, sliver. So the biggest thing about the funny thing about the full moon, not too many brothers keep the full moon. I'm in the minority. That I admit. I know I'm in a minority. Now, that don't mean I'm right. You know, I 100% believe. Show me how a sliver can become a great light. So I don't want to get back in that. Because back in the days when I was on that, a lot of brothers got their feelings hurt. A lot of brothers wanted to fight. It's like, man, that brother Yahweh think he know it all. brothers wanted to fight because I had that wanted to please the lust of the flesh. I wanted to be right, and I wanted you to feel it. Not being mindful of the scriptures that was written for our learning. Everything was written 4 times written for our learning. That's the reason why I tell you not to judge. And the brothers in my camp, they'll tell you. I already always say, they don't really judge brothers or they move. We don't do that. But that's it. I just wanted to bring that out to try to end that controversy of the new moon. My moon is the full moon. That's my new moon. Any brothers, whatever moon you keep, hey, I don't judge you. You want understanding about any moon? Hey, look, I love chopping up scriptures. I love going through them. But with that, we're going to give our honors and prayers to the Most High God, Yahweh, Basim, Hamashiach Yahushua. And that's it for Shabbat class, the controversy of the new moon. And I look forward to seeing my brothers at camp. Shalom.